क्या है इसमें?
कुछ नहीं साहब, कुछ नहीं साहब।
नहीं, कैसे नहीं?
कुछ नहीं साहब।
कुछ बता, खोल के बता क्या है?
कुछ नहीं साहब।
He is unremitting because he's ambitious and wants to make something of himself in the force.
पुलिस को सही बात बताएगा, बिल्कुल छोड़ दूंगा, झूठ बोलेगा।
Every criminal he catches is a feather in his cap. And he's just caught one. Balwan is in possession of 2 leopard skins.
When they saw him, his conduct appeared to be a bit suspicious. And when they asked him as to what he was carrying, he could not give a very satisfactory answer. They checked up his consignment and concealed, they found, 2 leopard skins.
Balwan is taken to railway police headquarters in Ajmer in the state of Rajasthan. He's questioned by Officer Hemant Priyadashi, who suspects that Balwan is not working on his own. The police file on Balwan. He provides them with new details of the smuggling business. Hemant Priyadashi is fully aware that many species protection cases in the past have been dropped because the accused withdrew their confessions and for lack of evidence. He's determined this won't happen again. He keeps on interrogating him about the people behind it all. And finally, his persistence pays off.
संसार चंद्र को।
संसार चंद्र को?
जी।
तो वही दिल्ली वाला है संसार चंद्र।
Balwan comes up with a name. Sansar Chand. Balwan was going to hand over the skins to him personally.
What he revealed was that for some, small time, hawker kind of a business, he had been going to Delhi to, purchase small things and selling it back home and making some small profits. There in Delhi, he came across and met this fellow Sansachan, who motivated him, like many others, to go to places where, wild animals are found, to contact Sansachans, contacts there, to give them some money in advance, get the animal skins for him.
Sansar Chand, born 1958, by no means unknown to the police, nor to Belinda Wright's colleagues. His name crops up in the wildlife crime database of the tiger conservationists more often than anyone else's. Sansar Chand first appeared in court when he was 16. He has a total of 20 prosecutions pending against him for illegal trafficking in animal products, and more against other family members. But again and again he manages to escape being convicted. He hires top lawyers to defend him.
Well, we knew a fair amount about Sansar Chand because when I started doing full-time wildlife enforcement in 1994 actually, everywhere I went in cases, his name would come up, his phone number, his address. He was the big don, and that was very clear from way back.
Who this godfather of the animal poachers sells his wares to is something Belinda does not know. And the meaning of the writing on the seized skins also remains a mystery, until Belinda pays a visit to the Tibet House, a cultural centre in New Delhi. She's had indications that Tibetans might be involved in the illegal trafficking as middlemen. And that's confirmed. The writing is Tibetan. Names. But what do they mean? What sort of criminal leaves a signature? In October 2003, the clues pointing to Tibet mount up. At a roadblock in the autonomous region of Tibet in China, police check a lorry and make a shocking discovery. Animal skins, apparently from India, since they're wrapped in Indian newspapers. It takes the officers hours to unload the consignment. The size of it exceeds anything that's been seen before. 31 tiger skins, 581 leopard skins, 778 otter pelts. Black market value, $1.2 million. And the tiger conservationists suspect that this is just the tip of the iceberg.
You know, the Tibet connection was growing and growing and growing. And there were a few individuals' names and, you know, but it wasn't clear why the Tibet connection was growing. And where these skins were going to. What was it? I mean, we had always presumed that they were just passing through Tibet and going, you know, into the Chinese heartland.
Good news at last. On the 29th of April 2004, Sansar Chand is convicted as the man who ordered the leopard skins seized at Vijayanagar station. Something no one expected. The police have done a good job. The sentence, 5 years rigorous imprisonment.
This guy had been going around scot-free, freely getting, you know, so many thousands of animal posts and never got convicted. It was a matter of huge professional satisfaction, I tell you. Not only professional for the team, but personally also, because we worked really very hard on this case.
But just 20 days later, Sansar Chand is at large again. His lawyers got him out, on bail. It's the last time that Sansar Chand is seen in public. Around the same time, in the Sariska National Park, tiger country. One of the best wildlife reserves in India and within easy reach of New Delhi. Here, no one seems to have heard about all the commotion surrounding Sansar Chand. As every year, the park rangers are taking stock, counting the tigers and all the other large animals. It's only by counting that you know whether the numbers are down. Their records are important for the work of the nature protection authorities. Only by knowing whether or to what extent the numbers have changed can you find out why this is happening, and then take targeted action to protect the animal kingdom. The alarm call of the sambar deer. They are the tiger's favorite prey. This time it's not a tiger that's alarmed the deer, but a leopard. These elegant predators have multiplied considerably in Sariska. This should actually give the rangers food for thought. Leopards and tigers are natural competitors. Where a lot of leopards live, there are normally only few tigers. And indeed, in spring 2004, the rangers don't see a single tiger. They just find traces of tigers, such as pug marks, which they use to estimate their numbers. The park headquarters. Here they're proud of being a model of the Project Tiger. This was set up in 1973 by the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi to ensure the survival of India's iconic animal. The field director of the reserve is worried by the tiger count because the figures are well down on the previous years. He knows that the responsibility for declining numbers will be laid at his door. Between 12 and 14 tigers live in Sariska.